Greetings, people on the internet. This is Pongo here, and for the final nighttime news video for tonight, I am going to be reflecting on the Support Mulan campaign thus far. Now, I don't have another news article to discuss with you guys, but I'm just going to discuss the success of the campaign thus far. While it may seem like we haven't accomplished much, we've actually have accomplished a lot. Without you all standing up for your rights, well, critics would have plunged that Rotten Tomatoes score way down. But it's at a reasonable, audience scores are at a reasonable 50%. It could be more, but it's still a good score nonetheless, compared to the 0% on some Rotten Tomatoes scores, which for other movies, and 29% and that sort of thing. The Mulan movie is very controversial in itself, and it's particularly thanks to Disney thanking the special administrative Claire region. Well, people can argue that those who support Mulan 2020 support police brutality and that they support communism and dictatorship. Well, we don't. What we advocate for is civil discussion. You haters always like to turn absolutely everything political, while you claim that woke Hollywood is making everything political. You guys are engaging in political discussion yourself and making all movies political when they shouldn't be. I know you guys will never ever admit this, and that is why you fail, to quote Yoda. You guys have not realized that you've become the very thing you sought to destroy. And essentially, we're doing your job. We're doing what you should be doing. We are doing what you guys should have been doing. We are advocating for civil politics-free discussion by supporting Mulan. Instead of focusing on the controversies that ruined the film, we're focusing on the merits and the qualities that the film displays. Because if you look past all the controversies, you'd see a really good film. Look past all those no Mushu, no Shang, that sort of thing. I mean, that's the original cartoon Mulan. This new Mulan movie takes itself seriously, and I like that. I like the more serious tone of the film. And while they didn't get everything culturally accurate to Chinese culture, at least they tried harder than in the original one. I mean, make no mistake, the original animated film is a classic, but this new live action film serves as a starting update. It takes what has already been given and combines it with the original Chinese ballad. And when you have those two masterpieces mixed together, you get this, a masterpiece of the film. The haters are unable to keep us down. While it may seem like we are in the minority, we aren't. We are the silent majority. All those negative reviews you see on YouTube, those come from the vocal minority. The reason why the Mulan haters seem so huge is because they're loud. And they are loud because they want to make it seem like they're the majority and they want to make people conform to them. But no, they're not the majority. We are. We are the majority. We are the silent majority. We, supporters of the new Mulan movie, are hiding in the shadows, hiding behind our screens, oftentimes afraid to speak up for ourselves for fear of being attacked. But the truth is, there are more of us than the haters think. We are not a small movement. We are a growing fandom community. We are doing what we should have done a long time ago. Standing up for fans' rights. While the Fandom Menace and other hater groups seek to oppress fans, true fans, what we're doing is standing up for true fans' rights. We're standing up for what we love and for what we seek to love. Even now, with the film streaming for free on Disney on Disney Plus, unnecessary criticism is still going on. But don't fear their feeble attack, because we are stronger than them in every way. Look how many views our Support Mulan videos have gotten, especially some of our recent ones. That proves something. That proves people are willing to listen and willing to open their minds and open their hearts to try new things. I remember a long time ago back, I too complained about Mushu being removed. I too complained about the new direction that Disney was going with Mulan. But I was, fortunately, mistaken with my criticisms. Yes, Disney took out Mushu, but what they replaced it with was very heartwarming. Removing most of the comedy allowed for better action scenes, better character growth, and more themes about duty and honor, which is precisely what this film is about. Bringing honor to your family in the most unconventional way possible. What the film takes out, it puts in new, refreshing content. And that is something that every live-action remake should aim for. Some remakes in the past, I loved all the live-action remakes, but I don't think a lot can compare to this one. When you take a story and put as many original elements in it as possible, you make it less of a live-action remake and more of its own film. And that's precisely what Mulan 2020 is. I know I like to say Mulan remake and that sort of thing, but in actuality, if you really look at the film, it's not really a remake. It's more of its own thing. And that is basically everything that a live-action remake should be. It's what Maleficent did, taking the original Maleficent movie did, taking the Sleeping Beauty story and putting its own twist on it. And this is what Mulan 2020 did. And that's what makes it special. It doesn't try to be a carbon copy of the original animated film. It's its own thing. And that's why we love it. That's why we will never stop supporting Mulan. The Apple Producer channel will never be a hater channel. It'll always stick up for what it knows is right. And that is something even the worst, even the most diabolical, even the most toxic haters can never take from us. They can dislike our videos. They can post mean comments. They can take away our right to speak. But if there's one thing that the haters can never ever take away, it's our passion. And that is something worth fighting for. The passion to watch movies, the passion to inspire others, and the passion to create. The three maxims of Apple Producer: watch, inspire, create. These are the principles that we as a channel, as a nation, as a republic, strive and live by every single day. Every single day of our lives we are on YouTube, we adhere to these principles. And that is what drives us forward. The haters possess none of that, and therefore they can be defeated. We will never back down. I admit there have been some campaigns in which we lost, such as the Justice for Amber Heard campaign. However, that is only one out of a million victories. We are still standing strong as the boycotters fall apart. Let it be known that we are expanding our influence every single day to all parts of the internet. And we will never stop doing so. We will never be satisfied until our voices are heard. We will never be satisfied until Disney fans have the right to freely express their opinions without fear of attack. And we will never be satisfied until we get what we deserve. Until we get what we have long since earned. Until we achieve our rights. And that is something that we should all strive to achieve. In fighting for Disney, we're fighting for the freedom of speech on the internet. And we shall continue doing so, even if it takes for eternity. We will never ever give up. So you should not either. We will fight for true fans' rights. We will fight to make our voices heard. And we will fight to bring respect for Disney. Thank you. Thank you.